Alright, so I'm making a video today. 3.9 Dodge Dakota. It's a 2002. 2000. I've looked to get a tutorial on how to rip off one of the fenders on the truck. To no prevail. So I'm going to try to make my own video, see what's going on. See if I can actually figure out how to do this here. So I picked up another one from the junkyard, so hopefully we're fine and dandy on that. And some of you may comment, that is not an oil leak, that's not a leak of any sort. I just redid the thermostat in the truck before I started this. That's all coolant, it's all access, it's residual, it's fine. Alright, so what I know of is everybody says, from what I found online on forums, you gotta take off your fender trim, your splash guard. Try to do it without it, and they also say you gotta take off the tire. I'm gonna try to do it with the tire on, because I prefer not to jack up a vehicle on grass here. So let's see how it works. I know you do have to take out your air box and your fender well, which I already took out. So obviously you can see I have no fender well in here. There's a bolt right back here. Let's see if I can get a good video of it. It's right there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's right there. Now, from what I've heard, it's a weird Torx. We'll find out sooner than later. And then you got to take out, there's a bolt up here. That, I don't believe you have to take out that one, because that one's connected directly to what I believe is the firewall there, because it's this piece here, which the fender obviously comes up and around. So as far as I know, you got to take out this one here. And you got another one there. Got all these body clips. One there, there, and there's a bunch of them. They hold all the wire harnesses up top. Bang them out with a small hammer. Should be fine. Okay. And then getting in here. This is probably why they tell you to take the tire off. Makes it a little easier, but I'm going to try to do it without it. You got 1, 2. Those are 13mm. Those I had an issue with in the junkyard. They're absolutely positively stubborn, and I couldn't get them out. They had to cut them off. So we'll find out when the time comes on those. So as far as those go, you got to take off your antenna here, which I already started taking it off. So let's pull this bad boy out of here. Okay, antenna unscrews. It's a 10mm. Good to go. Set it aside. Make sure you remember where it's at. You got a 13 here, which I already started, and you got a 10, 10, and a 10, which are 3 on the front here. Coming inside the engine bay, you have a bunch of different connections inside. PCM, that's got to come off. All these little connections down here have to come off. This is my airbox. Obviously the airbox sits here. You got to take that bad boy out. If you're doing the driver's side, obviously you got to take out all that, which is a whole mess that I don't want to get into. Now, from what it looks like, and I don't know how well you guys can see this here. See if I can get a better view of it. There's a bolt here and a bolt there, which I don't think you guys can see it. I don't have the right lighting, but there's 2. They're 13mm. They hold your hood support. I don't believe you have to take those out. We'll find out. And then as far as behind the PCM, there's one here, 13mm, and then there's 1 or 2 more underneath. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll find out in a minute here. And as far as I know, that's that for that. And then you have 2 up top here. 3, 1, 2, and 3 there. And then you have 1 right here. So we'll find out there, and I think that's it, because I don't think anything else goes up into the splash guard here, because I think that's your radiator support. So like I said, first time doing it, first time figuring it out. So maybe a 2-part video, I don't know. But it does help to have, 1, 2 wrenches, multiple wrenches. I had a whole tool bag. A magnetic cup, perfect for pulling all that fun jazz out. And these are the 3 bolts for your headlight. You got to pull the headlight first. Headlight's attached in. 1 bolt here, 1 bolt up top there, and then another right down here, and that holds your headlight, which came out in a million pieces for me. And then you have the side marker, which is right there. You get your side marker, this big L-shaped piece. There's a screw right in here. It's a Torx head. Let me see if I can find the driver that I used for it. Let's see if it has any labeling on it. See if I can show you guys what it is. It's too big. I'm actually not quite sure what I ended up doing with mine to find it before I, oh, here it is. Got it. Let's see if you guys can see that. Torx 10. That's what it looks like. Mine's pretty beat up. Good old Craftsman, but that's going to be the one you need to remove your headlights. Or at least move the side marker. And I'm going to pause the video and start ripping some bolts out and see what happens.